Welcome to Denver, Colorado football fans. A great look at Empower Field here in Mile High Stadium. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. Eskridge to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 29. That throw behind his intended target.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Two and out from the gun. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Now a toss play for Achane. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. It was Pat Surtain making the stop against his dad's former team.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Tua off the play fake. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
They step up to a 2nd and 11 here following the sack. Another try following the sack. That's caught. Devon Achane. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Taken in by Hill, right side. And he stopped as we get closer to our 1st point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on 1st down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the 1st row.
And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Defense bringing in a fifth DB, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Patterson is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I gotta guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Things going well so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Play action with Nix. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Now at midfield after that loss. Here's 2nd and long. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Waste of time. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter to Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays, but as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body, keep working that body, keep working that body, and eventually you could take the will away from your opponent.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. This is complete to Waller. And he's tackled for a short gain.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Tagovailoa on first down. It's a big strike to Hill. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. But it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Achane from the pistol. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
2nd down carry for Achane. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
It's maybe one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa now. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins stretch their early lead to 9. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights, and the Dolphins go up 10-zip here in the 1st. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. So Reed here, and this is Dobbins. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. The rookie from Florida in on that stop.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Nips off the play action. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run, because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
Going after tries, good by Lutz. And the Broncos cut it to a field goal game.
Broncos 7.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Here comes Malik Washington. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
They'll start the drive with H.A. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have second down behind the sticks. Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Secures this at the 17. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Denver set to take the field on offense.
21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Quick on the draw here to Dolphins. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's the fake. Here's Nix. On him quick, and they bring it down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Took some effort, took some rallying to the ball late, but they got him down before he could move the chains. I expect a little sense of relief on that defensive sidelines that play didn't hurt them even more.
On fourth down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. Malik Washington will return this for the Dolphins. Collects this at the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Miami offense headed out there now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Quick throw to Hill on the RPO. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And a Dolphin first down.
He's got it on the bootleg. Finds his back, A-Chan. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of this shotgun, a give to A.J. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
First down, ball at the 36. Staying on the ground here with A-Chan. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
A-Chain on the inside give. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. A-Chain again. And he gets a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. 2 and out from the gun. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Trying to run it in. A-Chan. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Tagovailoa now against the blitz. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
On 3rd and goal, it's Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
The kick by Patterson is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Broncos offense all set to go. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. And holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 19-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Nix to throw. Looking for a target. Finds Dobbins with the dump off. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and long for him here. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
So Jeremy Crawshaw out once again to punt it away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But the Dolphins able to track that one down and cover it, so crisis at least momentarily averted.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
He fields it cleanly. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here comes the Bronco offense.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Nix from the gun. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Jukes one defender. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Shotgun snap to Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
19-yard line.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Connecting on the slant. And he'll go down here at the 16. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Here's Nix. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. Juke the defender. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Nix to throw again. Has it in close. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos tie it just before halftime.
Broncos.
No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle, and they'll take the lead.
14. Dolphins 13.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Eskridge on the return. Takes out a 1-stop. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense returning to the field a final time before the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro Nick Bonito.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, here's Mims. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins take over after returning it inside the red zone. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Now a handoff to A-Chain. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They motion to Waddle over left. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Drops, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a 1-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Here's Tua. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
The kick by Patterson is good. And they've taken back the lead.
He connects now for a third time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. And now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, here's Mims. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. Now, we walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
Now inside handoff to Dobbins. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jack Jones making that tackle.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
On second down, here's Dobbins. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now Nix. Completes beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 50-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Running it again with Dobbins. Looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that 1st down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and just 2 to go. Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. That's good for 7 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Taken down by a man who started his career with the Broncos. That's Bradley Chubb.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. he's going to have this down to the 7. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Play action with Nix. Finds Troutman. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Harvey. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Broncos take a 3rd-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos jump in front now by 5.
Dolphins 16.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Eskridge on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. They've got 1st down from the 31. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Man in motion, headed right. They go play action with Tagovailoa. It's caught left side by Hill. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Riley Moss with that tackle.
Tyreek Hill. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Third down. Broncos loading up that secondary. They're in the dime here. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number 1 thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Taken right at the 40. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field.
At their own 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Tua out of the pistol. Finds his fullback. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during the game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 47. He completes this one to Hill. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That one gains 7. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. H.N., a 1st down carry. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They'll stick with A-Chain. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. He breaks a tackle. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's running for it. So they wind up with about 6 out of that play. Now we all wait and see if they want to go for it.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Kicker staying on the sideline. Would have been a 48-yard try. Instead, they're going for it on 4. They got to jump up front as long as none of their guys went early, and this is going to give them the 1st down. Well, whether they intended to run the play or not, it doesn't matter. They drew the flag, and they've got themselves a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, so many times you get to these 4th and shorts, and you know that defense is antsy. You're reminding yourself as a quarterback in that huddle, hold your water, guys. Hold your water, because this defense could get jumpy, and they just did.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Two and out from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Complete to Darren Waller. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing now, Tagovailoa. Buys time, rolling right. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. Penalty hurts them, but they're still going for it here on 4th. Desperation time here. Waddle makes the catch. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Working inside the red zone. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this drive.
The Dolphins.
Tagovailoa will look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. Where it's down on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, the decision's pretty clear here, partner. You got to take the shot at going up by a field goal.
Yep, all about the odds here. Increasing the odds that you're either leading or tied if you get the ball back.
And either way, you're prepping your defense to cling to a very small lead.
Either way, that defense is clinging for this situation to go out and show out.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. This is Dobbins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
At the 23-yard line.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Nix. Mims with the grab. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And on 3rd down, Dolphins coming out in the dime, expecting a pass. Nix from the gun. This is Ingram looking left side. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to. It made contact. That flag came out. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the first. They'll run here, following the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. It's a design boot. Complete. It's Ingram. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Complete to number 1, Evan Ingram. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here's Nix. We're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Got to be pretty good after. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. Now, that's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Giving this to Harvey. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Nix looking to throw. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
You know, Kate, that may not seem like much. I just go 1 for 2 as a kicker, but it's a whole lot different just psychologically for these guys to see one go through, because they may need him at some point later in this game.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Eskridge on the return. Escapes a defender. This makes it up to the 25. Miami set to take over once again on offense. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. Gets this one to Waller. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Stays in the pocket. Looking to his fullback now. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They send Hill right. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Brought in right side. And he's not far from that 1st down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47th, 3rd down coming up.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
First down, here's Tua. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Hurting themselves with that delay a game, Brock. It's now 2nd and 6. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that makes it 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. This one misses the tight end. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Broncos offense all set to go. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Carry here for Dobbins. And he's going to have this one up to about the 21. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. And his charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. They did it! He made the interception! Mika Fitzpatrick has got it! The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Complete out to the right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
From the 47, it's his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. He puts everything behind this one. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 4th-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Dolphins jump in front now by 5.
Broncos 24.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here comes the Bronco offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
He lofts it deep left. That's complete inside the 35.
We often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Nix with it on 1st. Running by his back, Dobbins. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
Brought down back at
The good defenses in this league, every once in a while, they can bait a quarterback into a throw. And you do that by having eyes on the quarterback. Getting to a good drop, forcing that check down, and they'd only just bait him into a completion. They knocked him backwards after the catch.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
To throw. Looking for a target. And he got there in time. He's taken down. And that's going to make it just about worst-case scenario for this offense, Brock. It is 4th and long.
Every sack, every stop has just been like another nail in the coffin. And now, well, now there's only one spot for a nail left. This is their last chance. And that defense, well, they've got this crew on the edge of the cliff. Now can they go finish when it matters the most?
A bit of desperation on this. He's got it inside the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
At the 3-yard line.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. He'll look to throw it. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Well, that conversion not successful, but there is a flag down, so perhaps they'll get another look at it. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Washington now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Miami offense headed out there now.
At their own 21-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Setting up to pass. Throw to the right finds Waddle. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Complete to number 17, Jalen Waddle. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Yard line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Motioning him from the slot right. 2nd down carry for Achan. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Washington, the motion man here. Back to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.